Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And fuck our champions!
It doesn't get any better than that!
Hello and welcome to Game in Frame. We are here at the Jack McManus Octagon Field on Roosevelt Island for the final match of the fall season for both of these teams. It is CPR and the New York Athletic Club, NYAC, kicking off today in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference. This Game in Frame stream brought to you, of course, by Salt Athletic. A quick look at our standings, subject to change before the day is out, but the Pan Cyprians can do no worse than finishing today in first position on 28 points, opening up a wide gap at the top. They'll play later against second place, the Greek Americans, who will hope to contain the runaway national champions. Lansdowne are tied with the Greek Americans on 22, followed by Hoboken, also on 22, goal differential separating the three teams equal on points. Fifth place is the Manhattan Celtic, and then 6 and 7, NYAC and CPR. So a massive match in terms of placement going into the turnaround point. Both these teams potential podium contention. So big match today before we round out the season. Kickoff is imminent. We are going to keep our stream up and running for you as we watch the ceremonial walkout, as is on par with the EPSL rules and regulations. So stick around, folks. Live commentary coming to you from the Jack McManus Field for CPR versus NYAC, brought to you, of course, by Salt Athletic here on Game and Frame, your home for grassroots sports. Stick around. And so with the ceremonial walkout just about to be complete, we do want to thank our presenting partner for this match, which is Salt Athletic, who have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after games. It's called the Air Case, and it blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about the Air Case. Go ahead and place your order if you're interested by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh with Salt Athletic. Additionally, want to remind you, coming up on Game and Frame, still to come for this weekend's programming. In the EPSL, the Delaware River Conference, Alloy Soccer Club will take on Real Central New Jersey. And then, of course, to round out programming in the Cosmopolitan First Division for the season, it's FC Sanjak versus Hoboken FC 1912, their second team. A match right at the top of the standings. Couldn't get more excited to round out the year before we go into 2025. CPR will be attacking from left to right on your screens. They are in the two-tone gray stripes. Nyack in their red. Mohamed Miri is the man to watch. He stands over the ball at center field now. 3 goals on the season in red-hot form. And Miri will kick us off. CPR in fine form lately. Following a 6-1 blowout loss to Hoboken, it was a 4-2 win over Doxa and a 3-0 win over Zum Schneider, that is. A team that posts just about one of the worst defensive records have started to find their form at the right time. And what started a few weeks ago as a fight in the relegation battle has now become a push for potential podium finishing. Nyack now on the ball. Huacon is signaled for the offside following that ball from Contino. CPR regained possession. Sent long for Miri to give something to chase at. He gets a touch on it. Can't save possession though. Jason Gaylord equal to it. The pair of number 13s. Good searching ball will be equaled though by Canyo to cut it out. Back to the goalkeeper, Gilden. Now CPR start their build-up. Good turn there from Berenger. Once again with his back line. CPR starting in something of a 4-2-4. Committing one number for each of Nyack's defenders. A ball in, searching for Rosiello. It's back again with CPR and Canyo. Barry, pressure coming. Calmly back to Canyo, his center back. Barry now joining the front line. 5 at the top for them. No one centrally though. Calls for a handball are ignored. Kostelev. The captain Kostelev back in possession. Miri's going to possibly get a touch on this one. Just cleared away ahead of the striker. And back once again with CPR, who are in fine control of this match early. Berenger. Berenger trying to go 1v11. He's dispossessed. Contino now driving at the defense. Misplaced pass intended for Hilke. CPR once again. Testing the long ball once again, giving Miri something to chase at this time. Peter Wenzel, the goalkeeper, able to come out, snag that one. Contino, Kostelev, back once again for the center back. Great body positioning there from Skumeka. Neutralizes the attack. Back in possession once again. RCPR. Another searching ball, this time intended for Rosiello. The short field gets him. A clipped ball. Barry's going to get there. Ahead of Nyack and a throw for CPR. Nyack just not clicking on their passes early. A forced ball will find its way to Rosiello, possibly against all odds. Dispossessed though, and right back in possession. Good awareness there by Nicholas King. A turn from Berenger. Spreads it wide. CPR now, opportunity. No one at the back post for them, or at the back of the box. And that cross comes to nothing. Nyack now start their build-up. Spreading it wide. Connigan. Oh, Miri is the recipient of a poor touch. Miri! Just wide of the mark. But a real heads-up play from the striker in form. And a good bit of high pressure from CPR. Canyo for Barry. Barry under a little bit of fire will play it right over the head of Huacon, who did get just a little bit of a clip on it. CPR clear their lines. They're able to calm things down, if only for a moment. Miri once again the recipient of a poor touch. Miri barreling down on goal. Ball taken away from him by Jacob Dennison. A really good stand there from the defender. Rosiello dispossessed by Contino. Good find in the middle. It's King. With so much time. Finds Barry. Barry clips one over the top for Miri, who rises. Will it fall for Rosiello? Not quite. Cleared away by Dennison. Canyo ahead of the striker. Receives and possesses. King running the show. King drills one right to the defense and turns it over. Oh, great slide there. Dennison. Osman and Dennison once more. A really high line from Nyack. Numbers staying high for CPR. Now Miri comes back to join the defensive effort. Berenger. Zuman starting a run. It won't reach him. Intercepted. Berenger gets it right back though. Clift. Miri to his right. Clift goes at it himself. Clift faking the shot, taking the shot just high. Another good effort for CPR, just misses the mark. But promising offensively from the home side. Goal kick now for Peter Wenzel. Taken short. Osman pressured immediately. A clean challenge. Ball in. Zuman on his left. Oh, just the poorest of touches. Spreads it wide again. Clipped into the box. Met first by Nyack. All the way for Berenger. Berenger teasing the ball in the box. Gives it up for Zuman. Zuman, did he keep it inbounds? Did he save for the corner? No. Goal kick for Nyack. Quickly taken. Kostelev. Tischuente. Spreads it wide. Osman, it's a great ball. Takes a touchdown. Searching ball cut out by Canio. CPR now with Berenger. Calmly back for Skimeka. Barry. Searching for Rosiello just on his back foot. Needed to be maybe half a foot in front of that where it was placed. Nyack now spreads it. Huacon. Contino with him. Finds him. Flag stays down. Contino stayed on sign. Drilled low. Drilled into the box. The shot is tame enough. Judea Gilden saves it. Off the foot of Yahili Salzburg. A good effort placement-wise. Just didn't have quite the zip to be tucked home. But you see how just like that, momentum can change on a dime. CPR, who have been in firm control of the match, very nearly almost gave one up there. Rosiello. Taken away. That's a beautiful spin by Contino. Hilke! Too high. That motion started with Tischuente. Great pressure on Rosiello. Clean challenge as well to dispossess the midfielder. Contino obviously with some work to do, but beautifully taken to work some space for the shot from Hilke. Skimeka drives it long. Mirti will challenge in the air. No, he won't. Clift and King combining well in the midfield. Golan now. And Berenger. This is a much different system than perhaps I've been used to, at least in my past few matches commentating for CPR. Look how inside Barry is. He's usually a provider of much more width, but it's just a new look. This is what likely has resulted in two really convincing wins out of their last two matches. For Nyack, it's been a opposite set of results. A 4-3 loss to Lansdowne, followed by a 5-1 loss to Celtic. And actually probably the most convincing of all is the only 1-0 loss to Pancyprians, who score for fun, really. For Nyack, their last win this season, at least in the EPSL, came on October 17th, all the way back 3 months ago, or 2 months ago. It was against Zum Schneider. They've maintained their position at 6th in the table. CPR, though, who have stormed up from the relegation battle to 7th, will now look to clear them and start contending with Celtic for 5th, potentially even Hoboken for 4th. Anything can happen after the turnaround point, folks. If grassroots soccer in New York has taught us anything. That ball in the hands of Judea Gilden off the chest of Aidan Connigan. Here's King. The pressure was there from Salzburg. King receives it again. Berenger with a good touch. Oh, splits two defenders. Can he send Miri in? Yes, he can. Miri can't cut back on the captain for Nyack. Still pressuring, though. Effective clearance. Contino. Never going to be a handball there. Huacon. Great step there by Skimeka. Huacon keeps it in, but plays it right to the feet of Nicholas King. Now surveying his options. Clift. Barry. Miri. Oh, it was an unlucky touch, but it was a worse challenge from Contino. The shot from Miri will sting the gloves, but a convincing save from Peter Wenzel forces a corner. Clift. It's a flag up. So neutralized anyway. Alon Zuman got to head to it. Here is Nyack. Oh, poorly placed. King is away. Nicholas King. Miri brought down in the box. Penalty. He searched for contact, found it. There will be a lot of commentary from Nyack for sure, but nothing short of intelligent to win that foul in the box for Mohamed Miri to add to his tally on the season, to take it to 4. Immediately, no doubt on who would be taking this. Is this the opener for CPR? Mohamed Miri stares down Peter Wenzel. And Mohamed Miri tucks it home. Oh, he guessed right, didn't he? But it was placed on a dime. Goalkeeper could do absolutely nothing about it. And the man behind the surge in form for CPR adds to his total on the season in the 17th minute of play. Mohamed Miri gets us started. Nyack now look to respond. Here is Connigan. Take away from Clift, and now Nyack are without a center back. Zuman. Still Zuman. Tries to play in Berenger. Can't find him. Clift lays it down for Barry. Here is Miri. Dispossessed. Barry gets it right back. Oh, tries to find Clift. Just wasn't on his toes. Couldn't receive it. Huacon. Good step by Barry. Ooh. Right on the touchline, that foul. Was it a foul? Questionable, but there was contact for sure. Did seem like he caught ball first, but foul called. We play on. Contino, great ball control, but then dispossessed. Miri at pace. Will he search for contact again or go at it himself? Oh, it's Just saved, just parried downward and cleared away. Huacon. King. Canyo spread wide for Golin. King. Cleverly back to Canyo. Clift. Ooh, right past him, but then encounters a bit more of a stiff opposition. Barry. First time wide for Zamoun. It's a beautiful ball. Now what can the striker look to create? It's a ball into the box. Cleared away effectively by Kostilev. Cliff's getting right back on it for the pressure. Huacon. Contino. Huacon with him to his left. Finds him. Oh, it's a good bit of connection from Nyack. Back into the middle. Tistuente. Osman. Tistuente. Back for Osman in the box. Poked free by Golin. It's still Huacon on the ball. Sizes it up. Calls for a handball. Will be ignored. Nothing more than a throw in. It was off Barry's midsection.
How's that not a handball? His hands up. He's right there. No chance. No chance, man. No way.
Calls for a handball on Barry in the box. Remain. Our center referee plays us on. Huacon throws it in. King. Sent forward for Mirdi. Gaylord had just a step on him, able to play it back to Wenzel. Now Dennison. Gaylord again. Has some room to operate. Sends it clear across the field, right into the path of Osman. Going at Golin. Works some space. Into the box. Met first by Canyo. It's going to fall back to Hilke, who can take a stab at it. Gilden. Little bit of contention in the box there between Judea Gilden and Matthew Contino. Referee stopped the play dead, just allowing CPR to get going once again. Berenger with a great touch. Rosiello starting a run. Instead he finds King. Berenger again. Barry creeping forward on this near side. Here's King with an impressive turn. Once again they search for Miri, who once again is the recipient of a poor touch. It's King. Can't get it wide for Miri. Golin takes that away, plays it right into Berenger, who tees one up from distance. Speculative effort. Wenzel equal to. Connigan now for Nyack. Hilke receives the ball. Well, the offside wasn't called. Said he remained on. That being said, he couldn't keep it in bounds, so pick your poison if you're CPR. Golin throws it in for Clift, who turns on his touch. Past one. And Clift. Not quite the ball that Miri wanted. Here's Gaylord now. Hilke. And Gaylord. Still Nyack in possession. Just searching for some holes in the CPR defense. Flag raised, the ball would have been dead anyway, but CPR intercept it. Golin, Clift, and Kanyo. Skimeka, King. Barry has started a run. Instead, it's Behringer. A good turn ahead of the oncoming Huacon. Rosiello, King. Golin nods it right in. Gaylord away with his head. Clift will chase this one down. Plays Kanyo and Clift. Oh, sorry, King is the recipient. Well, that's a poor ball taken away by Nyack, and it should have been. Tistuente. A good turn. Behringer on rushing. Contino and Osman. Still Osman. A shot deflected. It was from a distance. Oh, a good takeaway from Hilke. Are there options in the box? No! His touch lets him down. A golden opportunity presented to the feet of the striker Ryan Hilke. And just catches, I guess, an errant toe. Judea Gilden comes away scot-free, has a goal kick. He will send this one right around the halfway mark. King can't complete that takeaway. Over the head of Salzburg. Off the foot of the captain, Kostylev. Throw in here for CPR. Cliff just flicks it high. Contino away with it. Hilke in behind, offside. Placement of the ball was right on the run, just a bit too early. But that has to be encouraging for Nyack, who have been pecking and probing for a hole in the defense, something they can exploit. It does look like Hilke is the man to search that out. Behringer with a great touch off his chest for Miri, now on the far side. He has been operating everywhere in the front line. Looping ball goes around the backside of the goal, out for a goal kick. Contino. Bounce to Gaylord. A poor pass has to be said. Inviting the pressure and the press. A great turn from Tistuente. Connigan. Hilke first time for Osman. Kanyo gets ahead of it though. And can guide that one out of bounds. Shepherding the ball for a goal kick. Referee will stop play though. There does look to be some discomfort from Jacob Dennison, starting center back for Nyack, which will bring our trainer on just to address the injury. Nyack do have a player warming up, set to go. I think discomfort is the best word to describe it. Definitely just something getting at him, forcing him off the field. Looked like he was stretching out potentially the hip. Regardless, that will bring on Brent McCohen. Connaughton will move into the center. McCohen will operate now on that far-sided fullback. And here is McCohen. Hilke, a turn, a good turn, clever. Contino, low cross into the box, met by Skimeka, laid down for Clift, who turns. Miri. King. Clift once more. Barry is the runner. The ball intended for Zamoun, who was offside as it started. Made no effort on it. Hilke. McCohen. Hilke receives it off the deflection from Behringer. And that one mistimed. Miri into Clift. Barry is the option. Return to Clift. Zamoun checking in. Now defense-wise to it. King and Kanyo. Miri. Behringer. Out of bounds. A little too clever for his own touch. Connaughton. And Gaylord. Wakon. Lays it back for the center back. Aiden Connaughton. Osman. Great interception there by Kanyo, who starts a run. Kanyo using those long legs to get ahead of the defender. Forced out of bounds by Connaughton. Good pressure from Istvan Kanyo, who now starts the long jog back. Oh wow, illegal throw. So possession will change hands. More used to seeing that at the youth level, but any given Sunday, I suppose. Kanyo lays it off the head right into the path of Nicholas King. Matthew Behringer into Rosiello. He's had a quiet half, still looking to make his mark. Zamoun. Too much time on the ball. He's dispossessed. Great find. Wide for Salzburg. Salzburg cutting inside. Hilke releases for Salzburg again, but Skimeka just lays down onto it. Dispossesses. Here's a shot from Nyack off the foot of Matthew Contino. Drifting ever wide and out for a goal kick. Just over 10 minutes to be played here in the first half of action. In the 17th minute, a goal for Mohamed Miri. A penalty kick converted, which he himself won. Rosiello. King. Miri is dispossessed. All the way back for Wenzel. Bit of contentious possession. But Nyack do come away with it. Once again, we want to take a moment to thank our presenting partner. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic, who have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag, designed to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The Air Case is a very advanced cleat bag that uses antimicrobial technology. We will be back to that ad read. Just kidding, it's a foul. The Air Case blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and homes, especially in these New York apartments that grow smaller and smaller every year. Those smells grow more and more potent. Believe you me. To learn more about the Air Case and how to save your homes and car rides from such smelly footwear post-match odors, click the link below to learn more about Salt Athletic and the Air Case. Here is Zamoud. Barry continues his overlapping run. Oh, it's a good step from the captain to dispossess him. Clearance ineffective. That one's a little better. It's a lot better. Hilke on the ball now. Contino starts his run. The pass a little bit behind him. He's got to hold himself up just a touch. Here's a ball in for Hilke. Hilke wide for Salzburg. Back into the middle for Huacon, who has some space. Huacon deflected. Clift pokes it to King. Oh, releases it. Now Rosiello. His only option, Miri, who's worked some space well. So here's Miri. He can run at the defense. Barry now joining the fray. And right at the right time too. Barry now. Miri, an overlapping run. Mohamed Miri against the captain. Gets some space, but once again, the touches today from everyone, especially in tight spaces, just a bit errant, you'd have to say. So goal kick is the call and 10 minutes remain on the clock. Do also want to remind you of programming later on today on this Soccer Sunday on Game and Frame. We've got Alloy SC versus Real Central Jersey at 6 p.m. Also at 6 p.m. is the finale to our Game and Frame presentation for this year in the Cosmopolitan First Division. We wrap it up with Sanzak versus Hoboken FC 1912. Programming will be a little bit more sparse as we head into the winter season, but as always, head over to our Instagram, where amongst highlights, giveaways, and goal of the month and save of the month competitions, we also post a weekly slate of all the games and all the programming that you can find here on Game and Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. Good ball in for Miri, who stayed on side. Just dipping out of the air, trying to redirect it with his head. Perhaps had a better angle off the foot, but regardless, here is CPR once again. Behringer wins a corner. Maybe even surprised himself with his positioning, just asked the referee. That was on, right? Almost unbelievably given the space that he had. Matthew Behringer to swing this one inward. It's drilled low. Yeah, not what he wanted. An expletive to announce it. Again, not a great cross. Third time of asking. No, it's a good sliding challenge. Clift swings it in. Again, it's just low and right to the first defender. Barry, Clift, good find. Goal in, dispossessed. Good interception there from the captain for Nyack. Hilke lays it down for Huacon. Kostilev, back for Gaylord once again. A good swinging ball out to Osman on the far side. McKeown into the box. Kanyo. Oh! Yeah, tough challenge there as Kanyo looked to clear the ball away. Farouk Osman just got right in the way of the real big swing of the leg from Kanyo. Both men coming out of the challenge a little worse for wear, but our center referee signals that there is no need for the trainer at this time. And we'll just give the gentlemen a few good minutes to, a few good moments, I guess, to return to their feet. Substitutions are, of course, available for CPR. Joshua Gray and Chris Valentine, the captain. And that will take us to the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes plus whatever our center referee decides. Good find. Great cutting ball into the center midfielder. Behringer's had a great game in terms of space creation. Truly, though, all credit. Okay, well, that, not sure what that was. Oof, that too. What I was gonna say was, whoa, yeah, that was tough. Definitely gonna have to be the first name into the little black book. And this will get the jacket off Chris Valentine. Hilke goes into the book in the 41st minute of play. Will receive a talking to as well from our center referee. Anthony Skameka is the man down for CPR. Just being a bit tender with his recovery back to his feet. And Chris Valentine has the training pants back on. Skameka back to his feet, and does seem like he will play on. So, both of CPR's center backs in the past 60 seconds of play have gone down, been worse for wear. Both are back up. I suppose if you're Nyack, you potentially look to exploit some injured legs. Miri. Clever from Miri and Golin. Throw in for CPR is the call. Foul for throw in for CPR. Okay. So I suppose I can finally get to my point, which was player of the half for CPR. Behringer definitely a contender, but Nicholas King, his control of the match has been absolutely pivotal, especially in the system that CPR are operating in today. McKeown. Osman. Hilke now. Can't quite play the ball ahead of the outstretched foot of Kanyo. Huacon. Osman, he is offside. That was clear. CPR will be in no rush to return this ball to live play. Skameka still just gingerly testing the legs. Well pressured there from Zamoun to force the errant clearance from Kostelev, and CPR regain possession. Rosiello, good touch. Tischuente though, better with the pressure to dispossess him. Kostelev, back into the middle. Hilke takes a slip. Inopportune. Zamoun, Clift chips it upwards. Tischuente comes away with the ball once again. Final minute of regulation in this first half of action. The lead still remains 1-0. Comes off the head of Barry for a corner for Nyack. It appears we will have about 2 minutes of added time. Signal coming from the fourth official. Huacon to take. High looping ball. Hilke rises for it. Deflected onward. Still anybody's in the box. Cleared away by King. Tischuente touches down. Oh, it's a great touch there. They're calling for a foul. It won't be given. That has to be given. Still nothing. Hilke dispossessed by Kanyo. King. The arguments rage on from Nyack. We play on. Miri. King. Dispossessed. Great touch by McKeown. A little bit of chaos. But we are back to a little bit of order. Kanyo gets ahead of Hilke. Gilden saves it inbounds. Looks to bleed a few more seconds by. Under 60 seconds by our count. Clift releases for Skemeka. Barry goes line for Zamoun. Right into the path of King, who has some room to work with here. Cuts it across for Golin. And King once again, sizing up opportunities. Tries to play it into the path of Golin, a little bit too much mustard on it. Out of bounds for a goal kick for Wenzel, who gets us going quickly here. McKeown. Osman. Tischuente. Connigan. Kostelev. Salzburg. Huacon. A check of the clock from the referee. Will play on even though it's Nyack operating in their own half. Here comes the service for Osman. Lets it skate off his chest. Now Osman against Golin. 1v1. Trailing towards the box. Clipped up for Hilke. It'll find its way towards Salzburg if he can turn, if he can find something. No, lays it down. Here is the captain now. Nyack pressing the advantage. King gets a touch to clear it away, only as far as Salzburg. And that will do it for the first half of action. A late charge from Nyack does not see any fruits. And CPR go into the half maintaining their 1-0 lead. Won in the first half in the 17th minute by Mohamed Miri, converting a penalty he earned himself. 45 minutes left to go for pole position at 6th in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference. Folks, the final 45 minutes of Game in Frame EPSL programming, EPSL Metropolitan, programming comes to an end just about, 2 to 5 minutes, I'd say. So stick around. We will be right back here at the Jack McManus Field on Roosevelt Island to conclude the match. Don't miss a moment. We'll be right back.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
That's a good bit of footwork there by Sporting. It's gone for a spacious shot! It's magnificent by Sporting! Passes out a lovely touch around the corner and Joe Holland is away from Riordan. Tristan in the middle. Joe Holland didn't need him. Tucked home. And it's Holland's 5th goal in 3 EPSL games. He is irresistible at the moment. If he misses this, Renegades are very nearly home. Edward saves it! The fairy tale is within Renegade's grasp.
He spins very well, once, not once, but twice. Oliveira going long to Gonzalez, is 1-on-2. Goalkeeper doesn't come. Gonzalez trying to chip over the top. He's got it from 30 yards out. Gonzalez gives Ironman a 1-0 lead in the UPSL Premier quarterfinal.
Yingling for Enzo Petrocelli. Yingling again. Donaldson. Can he add his name? Yes, he can. Anthony Donaldson, his 2nd goal on the season, 1st of the match, and it was placement like none other.
He'll punch it back in for 1. Great save. A 2nd. That almost came up on the hand of Gottlieb. His chance is still gone and not away. That's 2 saves for Priyanka.
Holland, Rosero, beautiful Junior Rosero! Well, that was an emphatic strike.
Shefty puts the ball back in to the top of the box! Oh my goodness! Blair getting low so quickly. I don't know how he put a ball to that, but he did.
Well, Cifuentes Diaz making the defenders do the Cupid shuffle. Now left, now right, now kick.
Are they going to their first ever Open Cup? Redemption for Oscar Rivas! And a fairy tale ending to a fairy tale week for New York Renegades!
Yeah, and then I'm gonna come up with it. Then go.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Game in Frame live stream. I'm Josh Pratt, and we're at St. John Dallas Stadium. It's going to be Spencer Burkhart over the wall. Brilliant! Hoboken level it up. He's gone down. Penalty Pancyprians. Joe Holland beats Borte and re-establishes the lead for the Pancyprian Freedoms.
Joe, congratulations on the hat-trick. Great seeing you.
As a player, I was looking to just have
Guys, that just about does it for us at St. John's. The Pancyprian Freedoms going top of the EPSL Metropolitan table tonight. 4-2 winners over Hoboken.
Back now for the second half of action and the final 45 minutes in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference here on Game and Frame for 2024. CPR in the two-tone gray stripes. They lead 1-0 against the New York Athletic Club in the red, who will be attacking this half from the left to the right. A 17th minute penalty kick converted by Mohamed Miri after winning it in the box is the difference so far. Lineups remaining mostly unchanged for both teams, minus a switch for CPR. Joshua Gray now into the match and into the front line to replace Alon Zuman. Nyack to begin proceedings. What's up for grabs, folks, is 6th position in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference. Nyack on 13, CPR on 11. A good run of form for the Central Park Rangers in the last 2 games. Can they make it 3 wins out of their last 3 to round out 2024? King nods it high. Osman for Nyack. McKeown, Contino. Hilke lets it ride for Salzburg. Can't find it though. Rossiello. Oh, it's good from Rossiello. It's magical from Rossiello. It's really clever. Rossiello now clips one forward for Miri. Miri a little too tenacious, trying to get on the end of that one, and a foul is called. A foul brings the attack to a close, and Nyack back into possession. Jason Gaylord gives it up for the man now operating a little bit deeper to get on the ball. Matthew Contino, the number 10. Contino flicks it onward. Rossiello is the recipient of that pass though, but the story from the first half continues that touches in tight space are just a little bit errant, the word that I used to describe it, and I'd say it holds true so far. Clift with a turn to find Rossiello. Clift again. Pressure incoming, but finds Barry. Back for Skimeka. And into the middle for King, who has room to turn. Could have, probably should have. As pressure was there from Nyack on the side that King tried to play into. Clift almost miraculously finds Barry. And King. Well, definitely not the start to the second half that King had all throughout the first. Cut out there by Skimeka. King for Miri. That's better from Nicholas King. Now Mohamed Miri, his touch takes him wide. Still some work to do. 3v2. Numbers incoming. Miri just goes for it himself. Parried downward by Wenzel. Really tight angle there from the striker. Went for the spectacular. Tischuente now into the middle. Spread wide for Nyack. Searching ball for Salzburg. He gets ahead of it, but his touch lets him down. Skimeka able to take over possession. Skimeka finds it once again off a deflection. Clift, pressure coming. Rossiello and Barry releases. Intended to be right in line for Miri. A new system for CPR to start the second half. A lot more numbers behind the ball. Oh, Hilke could get on the end of this one. Kanyo! Really good deflection. Just got ahead of it to put his body in between the striker and the shot. And Gilden will gobble that one up off the foot of, looked like Salzburg. Salzburg taking just a second, walking a little gingerly there. Referee plays us on. Berenger. Miri. Joshua Gray starting a delayed run. Joshua Gray just getting into some space. Miri, impressive to work his way forward across into the boxes. High and looping. No one there at the back stick, but the captain, Kostelev, goes better safe than sorry. Lays it calmly out of bounds for a CPR corner. And now Gehili Salzburg can get some attention from the center referee. Quick check-in, sees that the striker is able to play on, at least for the time being. Oliver Clift, the man to take this corner, looks to swing outward. This one high and looping for Kanyo, lays it right back down. Perhaps a bit too aggressive in the air. Oh, it went out. Okay. Went out before it came back in. So goal kick was the call. Contino, Hilke. Clips it over for McKeown. Ahead of Osman. Golin comes in to knock it out of bounds. Throw in for Nyack. Contino drives it the other way. Salzburg. Hilke. Wide. Right back into the box. Wanted a runner onto it. Gilden, though, cuts out the attack. King. Gray. I believe these are his first touches of the match. Finds King once again. King with some work to do, but it's a great dispossession from Tischuente. Now Osman running at Golin. Tischuente receives again from Contino. Out the other way go Nyack. A ball into the box, incoming perhaps. But that was not the ball that Nyack needed or wanted. Yes, it made its way into the box, but the effectiveness, the danger was just not there. Gilden plays this one high. Osman off the second or third touch. We play on, advantage. Tistuente, Contino. Back into the middle for Hilke. Tries to clip it down for the midfielder once again. Just a bit too much zip off the foot of Gray for Miri. Yes, it was a good touch. Or yes, it was a good ball, pardon me, placement-wise, but could have been just a little bit softer so we can take that touch into the space in behind Connigan. Here's Contino again. Now working as sort of a double pivot with Tistuente. Canio clears it away. Gray and Contino vying for it. We play on. Thought it was right in front of the referee. Seemed like a foul, but regardless, Miri, King, Barry timed his run to perfection. He's in behind, crosses it in. Behringer's going to be able to recover possession. Oh, Barry with a great turn. Barry now in the box, searching for contact perhaps. Instead lays it to the top of the box. King can't get to it in time. Away goes the captain for Nyack, although he's stopped in his tracks by Rossiello. Rossiello with some time clips it forward right off the chest of Jason Gaylord and cleared away. Now here come Nyack. Not sure who that was intended to find. Either way, Golin nods it backwards to Jadea Gilden, who can pick this one up. Looks like Hilke will need some attention from the trainer. Is he bleeding a little bit? That would force him off in an unfortunate fashion. He'll see some attention from the trainer before being able to return. Nyack will play with 10 for the time being. Golin. Behringer. Clift. Miri lays it down for King. Wide for Golin, who has joined the attacking ranks. Golin back into the box, or into the middle, pardon me. Miri. Movement for Clift. Tees one up from distance, off his left. A parry from Wenzel, who's able to recover it. Hilke back into the match. Immediately calls for the ball in behind. Instead, it is Skameka who can clean it up and restart possession. King. Oh, that was Gray who ended up taking that left-footed strike, not Clift. My apologies. This is Clift now. And Canio. Clift again. From Clift, potentially seeking the natural positioning that he would expect from Matthew Behringer, who was just a bit more tucked inside. So now CPR operating in more of a 4-2-3-1 build-out shape. Great turn from Osman. Still has some work to do though, and a great poke by Canio. Nothing doing there. Referee letting us play on. It's a throw for CPR. It's good versatility from CPR, who played just about the entire first half in like a 2-4-4 build-up shape. 4 across the middle with the fullbacks joining that center line. Here's a ball into the box. Kanyo is there first. Still Nyack play on. Osman rises for it and cleared away finally. Miri holds up well. Can Miri recover it? Yes, he can, although King's got some work to do. Plays it. Gray now off the touch from Conaghan. Is away. Needs someone with him. Josh Gray holding up. Still Josh Gray, miraculously. He's found Miri. Connects with King. King! Oh, just parried downward. Peter Wenzel had great positioning there. Plays it out now for Salzburg. Cut back inside. Salzburg. Contino. Osman. Hilke. Clipped backward for Osman. Hilke again. Tries it himself. Out of bounds. It goes behind the target. So anyway, as I was saying, impressive versatility from CPR to begin the game with a really attacking-minded presence, and now seeming to prefer a bit more interplay, a bit more possession. It was all long balls for the first half. Oh, flicked on impressively by Gray. Rossiello just couldn't get there. Now he's down. And that will bring a halt to proceedings. Rossiello much more involved in this second half, as we have played just about an hour. James Rossiello will make his way off the field with a little bit of hitch in his giddy up. Alon Zuman is a potential attacking-minded substitution, though his coat is still very much on. Barry intercepts the long ball, intercepts the second one too. Clift, pressure coming, finds King, and a great find into the middle with Joshua Gray. Miri, Behringer on this near side is the option. Goes at it himself, caught a deflection off the underside of Conaghan's boot. Took a little bit of sting out of it. Gave Wenzel something to save. Wenzel, who's had an impressive match, only beaten on a really perfect PK. Osman. Golin equal to it. Back from McKeown. Hilke now. Laid down for Tistuente. Flips it out the other way. Salzburg. Wide again for Osman. Osman into the box. Kanyo sends it back. Golin. Oh, it's a great takeaway there. The midfielder has been everywhere. Now facing Golin. He'll win a corner. Tistuente. Pivotal for Nyack so far. Short corner option. Tistuente gives it up. Short corner. Evaded. So now it's Osman. Great rise from Gilden. Flips it out into the path of Rossiello. Kostelev coming back with him. Clift. And King. Rossiello once again. Clift receives. Gray. They keep it moving. Miri for Behringer, into the box, met by Gaylord. Behringer lets it out for a throw. CPRs. King turns. King, woo! Got to take a ad out in the paper for that missed connection. Thank you, thank you. I will be here. Oh no, this is my last game in frame. Hope y'all enjoyed the jokes. What a year it's been. Kanyo. Back to Gilden. Skameka. King. Rossiello. Kostelev, great takeaway there. And good connection between Kostelev and Contino. Oh, but that's poorly played. Is it over the head? No, but it will find its way towards Miri anyway. Trailing away from goal, holds up. Behringer with him. Instead, finds Gray. Gets a step. Gray got just a little bit of a clip from Tischuente, and now a really tempting free kick for CPR. Substitution gearing up for Nyack. But it will come following this free kick. Joshua Gray, Mohamed Miri standing over it. You wouldn't expect anything but a shot on goal from either of the two gentlemen. Miri providing the option from the right. Gray, the left. Gray gives it up. Mohamed Miri right off the wall. Does its job well. Hilke holds off the pressure from the striker. Now Osman at pace, running on Golin. Oh, good takeaway there. Good recovery from Behringer. Here he is once again. Behringer wins a throw. So it will be a pair of substitutes for Nyack, as they were late arrivals. I do not currently have their numbers, so we will bring you confirmation of those names when we have them. But it will be Conaghan, and Salzburg who make way. Miri plays it back in. Bit of a shout for a foul, but it will work its way out towards Rossiello against the substitute. It is Rossiello who wins it. Rossiello spinning, turning, dancing, trying to find an inch of space. Does find its way towards Barry and back to Cliff to reset. King clips it forward. Oh, it's beautiful towards Rossiello, who just gives up on the play. Can't find the cross into the box. Kostelev now operating as the right-sided center back. Contino. Played well out of bounds. Throw in for Nyack. Kostelev. McKeown. The captain once again. Searching ball for Osman, who gets a head on it. He is the last head on it as it makes its way out of bounds. It's a CPR ball. Interesting choices from Nyack to not put the ball right where it needs to be, allowing CPR to bleed away minutes and seconds. Off the head of Miri. Tistuente turns on Berenger, still Tistuente. What's the call here? Last touched by Nyack, CPR's throw in to the 68th minute of play. Referee will have words for McKeown, who had words for the referee. Into Miri. Foul on Tistuente. Played into Berenger. Corner CPR. Will be King to play this one in. Another in-swinger. This one's a bit more driven, doesn't beat the first defender. With some work to do, finds Hilke. And cleared away effectively by McKeown. Golin comes away with it though off the first bounce. Oh, that was clever. Just mistimed it between the two guys. Osman now. Berenger is there to deny the attack. Rossiello, good step there, but Clift has it at his feet. Can get it wide for Barry. Barry, perfectly timed run by Miri. Miri away. Oh, a raise of the flag on the captain. Foul is the call. Evan Kostelev shown the yellow card. Had to. No other option for the referee in that situation. But once again from Mohamed Miri, it's just intelligence, it's cleverness, and good timing to seek that contact when perhaps the alternative options weren't there, and wins a free kick in a dangerous position for CPR. Joshua Gray off his left peg to serve this one in. Weighing up the angle, drills it right into the wall. Just really should have done better there. Regardless, Nyack now. Tistuente started his run, called for it, couldn't receive it. Contino. Pressured from King. Comes away with it though. Still Contino. Searching ball. Gilden. Woof. Just plays it out of bounds. Dangerous there from the goalkeeper. Gutsy stuff. Tistuente. I mean, that's a perfect ball to Osman, who was offside. Doesn't matter, but that was unbelievable service from the center midfielder. Judea Gilden off the ensuing free kick. Golin will just let that one out of bounds. Berenger off his hand. Tistruente receives off the free kick. Gets it out wide for Nyack. Now Gaylord. Tistruente. Still Tistruente. Clever. Tries to clip it in. Instead, it's Gaylord. Now in an advanced position. Takes a flick on its way in. Off of Skameka. Takes the sting out of it, and Gilden calmly can possess and pick it up. Every second counts at this point. A high hanging ball is met first by Nyack, but will be controlled by Gray if not for Tistruente on the takeaway. Barry, though, takes away his ball. And goal kick is the result from that attack. Judea Gilden, the ensuing goal kick. So right around the midfield third, handball the call, as Rossiello tried to quickly spin that one. Nyack aren't wise to the run of Berenger, so here is Berenger, plays it in for King, flicks it across the box. Good presence there from Jason Gaylord. Corner. Nicholas King to provide the service. Can he beat the first defender this time? This time it will. It'll loop high. Met first by Nyack. Clift lays it down for King. For Gray, pardon me. Really ineffective shot. Didn't have quite enough sting on it. Needed a lot more punch. Throw in for Nyack. Tistruente, a great turn. Can now advance, although can't connect with Hilke. Gray with a really nice turn. Advantage played, even amidst that pressure. Berenger. Clift. For Rossiello. A great ball right in his stride. He'll wait for the run of Barry, which just opens up some space for him. Here's Nicholas King. Across the way for Gray. Can't cut it out wide for Miri. He'll have to try and recover it. Tistruente, though, impossible to get the ball off of. He'll still come away with the ball. And with just a little bit of time left on this clock, we do want to thank once again our presenting partners, Salt Athletic, who have made the most advanced and freshest cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from cleat odors post-match. It's called the Air Case. Salt Athletic is the sponsor. It's called the Air Case, and it uses antimicrobial technology to block smells and eliminate odors. Folks, you can learn more about the Air Case and Salt Athletic and place your order at the link down below. Hey, keep it fresh. We are going to keep it fresh through the last 15 minutes of the match. Contino now operating a little bit more advanced, trying to get himself involved in the attack. Into the build-up towards a goal. It's been an even contest throughout the second half of action. Tistruente, he will have to be involved somehow. So too will Contino if Nyack want a chance at equalizing. Skemeka out for Behringer. Here's King. Short of options, just has to play it forward. Wenzel on the ball. Distributes out. Miri off the deflection from Skemeka. Rossiello. Barry. Skemeka. Poor decision from the center back. CPR are lucky to still come away with it. Barry, an intelligent run in behind. Numbers into the box for him if he wants it. Instead, he'll split the difference between Gray and Rossiello, giving a 4-on-4 opportunity for Nyack. Osman. Contino. Canio with him, and Canio doing really well. Great defensive work from the center back who has been stalwart all match. Rossiello. It's passive, too passive from Nyack. Here's Barry. Still too passive, still too complacent. Barry into the box. McKeown is there before it can reach Mohamed Miri, luckily for Nyack. A second goal now from CPR would be all but the nail in the coffin. Osman receives. Oh, but just not in time. Out of bounds for a goal kick for CPR. Referee will spot another patch of blood on the knees, which will be grounds to dismiss Josh Gray, who goes down though. Josh Gray just trying to bleed away some time. He will need tending to before he's able to return to the match. Gilden to distribute. Mohamed Miri can't win it out of the air. Canio, the deflection. Behringer. Golin. Off the shoulder of McKeown. Out for a throw. Throw in CPR. Josh Gray back. Miri flicks it onward but can't keep it in bounds. 10 minutes remain. 10 minutes is all that is left. We still have a few more matches here on Game in Frame in the EPSL Delaware River Conference. Alloy Soccer Club versus Real Central New Jersey. And then in the CSL First Division to round out proceedings for the weekend, Sanjak versus Hoboken. A tie at the top of the table. A great sliding effort there from Golin. Absolutely no foul there. Got ball first, so says the referee. Much to the chagrin of the New York Athletic Club. Still, we play on.
This is just for reses, or this is both?
He came out of the challenge a little worse for wear, and lets the referee know his concerns. Cleared away effectively by Behringer. Kostelev tracks it down. Nyack back in possession. McKeown. Jason Gaylord. Drilled wide, right in the stride. Cross is met by Golin. Corner for Nyack. Tistruente to serve this one in. He's been pinpoint with all his deliveries so far. This time it is met once again by Nyack. It's off the head of Matthew Contino, who rose up so well for it. Just could not redirect it with any sting or venom. Instead, it's a tame effort and quickly distributed to Mohamed Miri. He is all the way up the field in the blink of an eye, though. It's a great step by McKeown. Nyack the other way. A pass behind its intended. Rossiello has some time to recover his position and gets a great step. It's a throw for Nyack. Who are ushered back to the original spot. Kostelev. Lots of rotation now for Nyack. It's a takeaway. Josh Gray on the ball, has the run of Miri. Miri with some work to do. Still Miri. Gives it for Gray, but it's just not strong enough to reach him. Behringer on the ball now for Miri once again. Another opportunity. Josh Gray. Mohamed Miri. Miri against the captain. Takes it to the corner. Seconds will bleed. Throw in the call. I guess, short of alternatives, that was the best choice. Just to let time tick by. Ball over the top is met by CPR. Behringer with delicate footwork to release Rossiello. 4v3 into the box. It's a shot from CPR that is tame enough. It is right at the goalkeeper. Josh Gray stays down in utter disbelief that he could not convert the golden opportunity. Here they come again though. Nicholas King, too high, and another opportunity goes wanting for CPR. 5 minutes remain, less than. How many chances can keep skating by for CPR before they are punished? Tistruente. Everyone up for Nyack. Tistruente still on the ball amidst some really tough pressure from Josh Gray. Advantage to be played. Tistruente comes away with it. Laid down for the winger. A ball into the box. Jadea Gilden plucks that one out of the evening air.
You have a jacket on top of your jersey.
Sent long from Gilden. Touched down by the captain. Tistruente. Across the way for Gaylord. Another searching ball. Behringer gets a nod on it. Throw in Nyack. Tistruente into the middle. Shot from distance, wide. Judea Gilden, his goal kick. CPR being ushered forward. Nodded clear by Skimeka. Out of bounds, a throw for Nyack. Quickly ushered into the field with about 2 minutes 15 to play. The turnaround point of this season growing ever nearer for both these teams. And 3 incredibly important points on the line. CPR hanging on. King. Gray, a pocket of space and some room to work with. Past the defender, into the box. Met first by McKeown. Rossiello gets on it. Clift takes a peek, searching his options. Gray and Barry. Good pressure, though he evades it. Skimeka launches it forward. Did Rossiello stay onside? No. Nyack get the call. And 60 seconds left on our clock. Referee sure to add some extra time. Off of possession. Wow, it's getting cold. Off of possession from Behringer. It is CPR's throw. Here's Behringer once again. Clipped in, can't find a gray shirt. Instead, it's with the Nyack red. Gaylord. Contino. Osman. Release down the wing, ball into the box. Canyo sends it out for a corner.
We got a bench over there.
Goalkeeper for Nyack holding the center line so that everyone can get up for it. Served into the box. Gilden, with confidence and with absolutely no mistake, pulls that one out of the sky. Distributes long. King, of course, the intended target, but it's all forward for CPR at this time. We have eclipsed the 90 minutes to be played. A 1-goal lead is all that remains for CPR. Still we play on. Our center referee did just take a cursory glance to the watch. So our 90 minutes, we know it's gone. Perhaps the last attack. And is that how it ends, on a wayward pass that splits the difference between 2 potentially intended targets? Matthew Barry. Peter Barry. Where'd I get Matthew? Peter Barry, pardon me, to throw this one in. Clift for King. Gets it all the way wide for Miri. Perhaps another one for CPR. Miri off the back of Kostelev finds its way towards Golin. A throw in for Nyack. We play on. 2 minutes deep into extra time now. Searching ball for Hilke. Gilden is there. Gilden will take as much time as he is allotted. Another glance to the watch from our center referee. Gilden is urged onwards. That's a great touch from Behringer. Spread wide towards Miri, who can drive, who can take it towards the corner, who can search for one more. Perhaps no. It is a goal kick. Ball is in for Nyack. 3 minutes now into additional time. Still we play on. Nyack down the far side. A good challenge from Russiello. And he wins the throw. Referee whistle to his mouth, and that will do it. An end-to-end contest ends 1-0 to the direction of CPR, who are 3 wins out of their last 3. From potential relegation battle to potential podium hopefuls, CPR have turned it around in a big way over the past few weeks. And to round out 2024, they are sitting pretty in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference. Well earned, well fought, well won. Folks, it has been an absolutely electric 2024 in terms of grassroots soccer. We want to thank you so much for being a part of it here at Game and Frame. We've still got some programming left to come. But for me, Diego Mijan, I believe this is the last stream that you'll have. As far as I go, we are going to round out the commentary. We are going to round out the stream with an interview from the Victoria Central Park Rangers, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back to take it out.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
That's a good bit of footwork there by Spalding. It's gone for a spaceship shot! It's magnificent by Spalding!
And welcome back. Thank you for continuing to tune in here on Game and Frame, brought to you, of course, by Salt Athletic. I am joined at this time by Mohamed Miri from the Victoria Central Park Rangers. First of all, congratulations. 3 wins out of your last 3. You guys have absolutely turned around the season and ended on a really positive note. What has been the secret to that turnaround, to really finding some confidence and a surge up the table?
Yeah, the conviction to win. We have a group of good guys. Every week we get better. We're getting more comfortable with our team and how we move as a team, the dynamic of how we flow. We're attacking well on the counter, and then we're defending well as a unit and dropping back and tucking in. So from the defensive standpoint, we're doing well and attacking as well, and we're learning how to work as a team and collaborate as a unit. That's what's allowing us to get wins.
You're also leading the line now on 4 goals this season. How are you feeling personally to round out 2024?
Yeah, I feel good. We're having fun as a team. You know, winning is about having fun too. So, you know, you win, you score some goals. That's my job. I have to score goals. So, and then we win as a unit, and everybody's doing a great job. So, yeah.
Well, this is it for CPR in 2024 in the EPSL. A lot of letters and numbers going on there. I'm going to leave the stream open for you to round us out, to say whatever you want to the faithful watching at home.
Yeah, thank you everyone who watches us, and thank you for joining us with CPR. We hope that we can continue to deliver, and hopefully we compete for playoffs in the next half of the season. Thank you to everyone who watches.
My friend, thank you so much. Congratulations. Really appreciate it. Best of luck in 2025.
Thanks everyone.
Folks, we want to thank you so much for tuning in this year. It has been a really, really incredible year of grassroots football, from the youth to the adults to tournaments to traveling to everywhere. Philadelphia, New York, you name it, we've got it. We're covering it like an umbrella. It's amazing what we do here at Game and Frame, and we're going to keep it running in 2025. Alloy and Real Central Jersey at 6 p.m. Sanzak and Hoboken also at 6 p.m. Tune in for the last bit of programming. We've got so much coming up for you. Thank you so much for tuning in for my streams. I've been Diego Mijan. Nicholas Marshall has been behind the camera. It has been so wonderful commentating for you guys. Have a great new year, and we'll see you next time.